Imagine a world where the buzz of insects strikes fear into our hearts. A world where a simple walk in the park could turn into a terrifying encounter with creatures straight out of our nightmares. Imagine a giant dragonfly, its wings spanning the width of a car, its multifaceted eyes glinting in the sun as it scans the ground for prey. This is not science fiction. This is a glimpse into a past where giant insects roamed freely, a past that could have been our present. What if these incredible creatures had never vanished? What if giant insects still shared our world? Journey back in time with us 300 million years ago to the Carboniferous period, a time when the Earth was vastly different from what we know today. Lush, swampy forests blanketed the Earth, teeming with life forms both familiar and strange. These forests were dominated by towering trees and dense vegetation, creating a rich and vibrant ecosystem. The air itself was different, much richer in oxygen than what we breathe today. This high oxygen content had profound effects on the environment and the creatures that inhabited it. This oxygen-rich atmosphere played a crucial role in the evolution of life on Earth, particularly the insects. Insects thrived in this environment, and their diversity and abundance were unparalleled. Insects don't breathe like we do. They lack lungs and instead rely on a network of tubes called trachea to deliver oxygen directly to their tissues. This unique respiratory system allowed them to efficiently utilize the abundant oxygen in the atmosphere. The higher oxygen levels of the Carboniferous period allowed these tracheal systems to be much more efficient, supporting the development of larger body sizes. Insects grew to sizes that would be unimaginable today, with some species reaching truly gigantic proportions. This is why insects grew to be true giants during this time. Dragonflies with wingspans of over 2 feet, millipedes that stretched over 6 feet long, and other colossal arthropods roamed the ancient forests. These giant insects were a testament to the unique conditions of the Carboniferous period, a time when life on Earth was both familiar and fantastically different. Among the most awe-inspiring giants of this period was Meganeura, a dragonfly-like insect with a wingspan of up to 2.5 feet. Can you imagine looking up to see this prehistoric predator soaring overhead? Meganeura was a formidable hunter, its powerful jaws snatching unsuspecting amphibians and other insects from the air. But Meganeura wasn't the only giant on the block. The Carboniferous period was home to a diverse array of enormous insects, each more remarkable than the last. Arthropleura, a giant millipede stretched over 8 feet long, its segmented body gliding through the undergrowth. Imagine stumbling upon this creature on your way home. As the Carboniferous period drew to a close, so too did the reign of giant insects. The Earth's climate underwent dramatic changes. Oxygen levels began to decline, making it more difficult for these large insects to breathe. Simultaneously, the forests that provided their habitat started to shrink. The rise of new predators like early reptiles added further pressure. These agile hunters were better adapted to the changing environment and posed a significant threat to the giant insects. Faced with these challenges, the era of giant insects gradually came to an end. Section 5, A World with Giants, Imagining the Impact. Let's indulge in a bit of speculation. Imagine a world where the giants of the insect kingdom never faced extinction. What if giant insects had never gone extinct? These colossal creatures, once rulers of the prehistoric skies and forests, continued to thrive alongside us. How would their presence have shaped the world we know today? The very fabric of our ecosystems would be woven differently, creating a tapestry of life unlike anything we currently experience. Our ecosystems would be drastically different. The balance of nature would shift, with these giant insects playing a pivotal role in the food chain and ecological interactions. Imagine dense forests with trees towering hundreds of feet high, providing shelter and sustenance to a vast array of giant insects. These trees would not only support the weight of these creatures, but also offer a unique habitat for other species. The intricate web of life would be woven around these giants. Symbiotic relationships would flourish, with plants and animals adapting to the presence of these enormous insects. Birds, reptiles, and mammals would have evolved alongside these enormous insects, developing new strategies to coexist with or even prey upon these creatures. The evolutionary arms race would lead to fascinating adaptations and behaviors. The very sight of a hawk snatching a giant dragonfly from the sky would be a testament to the incredible adaptability of life. This dynamic interaction would highlight the constant struggle for survival and the beauty of nature's balance. Human societies too would be influenced by these giants. Our agricultural practices, urban planning, and even cultural myths and stories would reflect the presence of these awe-inspiring creatures. From ancient cave paintings to modern art, the depiction of these giant insects would permeate our history and culture, symbolizing the enduring connection between humans and the natural world. Scientists and researchers would be continually fascinated by these creatures, leading to technological advancements inspired by their unique adaptations and behaviors. In this imagined world, the harmonious coexistence of humans and giant insects would be a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life on Earth, reminding us of the endless possibilities that nature holds. Section 6: Colossal Encounters, Giants and Humanity. The presence of giant insects would undoubtedly have had a profound impact on human evolution and civilization. Imagine trying to cultivate crops with giant locusts swarming the fields or building cities while avoiding the shadows of enormous dragonflies. It's likely that our agricultural practices, architecture, and even our social structures would have developed quite differently in the face of such colossal neighbors. Perhaps we would have learned to coexist, even domesticate certain species, harnessing their strength or utilizing their byproducts. Section 7: Oxygen and Evolution, the Breath of Giants. The existence of giant insects raises a fundamental question: could they ever return? The key lies in the very air we breathe. Oxygen, the lifeblood of giant insects, is the limiting factor to their size. With current oxygen levels at around 21%, a significant increase would be needed to support the return of these prehistoric behemoths. While a sudden surge in oxygen is unlikely, it's interesting to consider the evolutionary possibilities. Perhaps climate change, or even human intervention, could create pockets of higher oxygen concentration, potentially providing the right conditions for insects to, once again, grow larger. Section 8: Giant insects on the silver screen. Our fascination. Giant insects have always captivated our imaginations. From classic monster movies like Them, to modern thrillers like Arachnophobia, giant insects frequently take center stage in our stories. Why are we so fascinated by these creatures? Perhaps it's their alien nature, their completely different way of life, that both intrigues and terrifies us. Or maybe it's the primal fear of being small and vulnerable in a world dominated by giants. Whatever the reason, giant insects continue to be a source of both horror and fascination in popular culture. Section 9: Reflections on Giants, a Legacy in Stone and Imagination. The Carboniferous period may be long gone, but the legacy of giant insects lives on. These creatures, some of which were as large as modern-day birds, roamed the Earth over 300 million years ago. Their size and diversity were a direct result of the high oxygen levels in the atmosphere at that time. Their fossilized remains, preserved in stone, offer us a glimpse into a world vastly different from our own. These fossils are like time capsules, capturing moments from an era when the Earth was dominated by lush forests and swampy landscapes. Each fossil tells a story, not just of the insect itself, but of the environment it lived in and the conditions that allowed it to thrive. These fossils are not just remnants of the past, they are reminders of the incredible power of evolution and the interconnectedness of life on Earth. By studying these ancient creatures, scientists can learn about the evolutionary pressures that shaped their development and how they adapted to their surroundings. This knowledge helps us understand the broader patterns of life on our planet and the delicate balance that sustains it. The story of giant insects is a story of adaptation, extinction, and the ever-changing dance between life and the environment. Over millions of years, these creatures evolved to survive in their unique habitats, only to disappear as the world around them changed. Their extinction serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the impact of environmental shifts. It's a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us, reminding us of the boundless wonders of the natural world. As we uncover more about these ancient giants, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and resilience of life. Their legacy, etched in stone, challenges us to reflect on our own place in the natural world and the legacy we will leave behind. Section 10. What if a question for the future? The question of what if giant insects never went extinct is more than just a thought experiment. It's a reminder that our planet is a dynamic, ever-changing system. It's a call to appreciate the delicate balance of life and the interconnectedness of all species. As we continue to grapple with the challenges of climate change and habitat loss, the story of giant insects serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us that even the most dominant species are vulnerable to change and that our actions have consequences for the future of life on Earth. Section 11. Join the conversation, sharing the wonder. The world of giant insects is a fascinating blend of science, speculation, and imagination. It's a topic that sparks curiosity and invites us to ponder the endless possibilities of life on Earth. Share your thoughts. What intrigues you most about giant insects? How do you think their presence would have shaped our world? Let's explore the wonder together.